I joined the 12th company in 1954.
In 1970.
In 1980, when I was in primary 3.
1980 in ACS Junior.
1986.
In 1990 when I was in secondary 3.
In 1990 in primary 3.
1992 in 12J.
2015.
2017.
At that time, I wanted to be a policeman, and the Boys Brigade uniform really appealed to me. And I think that was the closest to a police officer's uniform.
We didn't have a choice, we were forced. Mr. Jonathan Ng was a church member of my parents, and he didn't make it an option.
They had a really nice exhibit of spa obstacles in the east or west lawn, and I thought this is a UIO I must join.
Mr. Wee Chun Siang made the effort to come to meet my father, and he sat down for about an hour to explain to him what the Boys Brigade was all about. My father was convinced, and he allowed me to join.
For the CCA hours,
My brother was already with the BB. It was one way of my parents to hand down all these uniforms to me. I thought I could inherit all the badges, but I didn't know that I actually had to work for them.
As I was exiting the CCA fair, a teacher approached my parents and they asked if I would be keen to join. They even coaxed me by saying that there's a swimming badge in BB when I wanted to join the swimming CCA instead.
Although I've heard about the Scouts, but somehow that didn't sort of strike me.
Exceptional. The 12 Singapore company has been exceptional in so many different ways.
The esprit de corps among the boys who joined,
Community, even family. There's such a rich culture of different generations coming together to serve and to support one another. One generation guiding and inspiring the other, and another
Camaraderie.
we exist as a family of believers, of people who spur one another on towards love and good deeds.
So Luke 2:52, I'm always reminded that Jesus grew in stature, wisdom, and in favor of God and men. BB to me equates to that verse.
Christian brotherhood.
community, and Christ-centeredness. Ultimately being one in vision, one in Christ. Many parts, but one body. 1 Corinthians 12:12. Pun intended.
In a very big way. Actually, I came to Christ in a large part due to the 12th. I accepted Christ when I was in Sec 2. I came to accept Christ, and that totally changed my life. I was not a Christian, and when I joined the 12 when I was Sec 3, I met many good Christian brothers who shared with me the gospel in a very concrete way and lived it.
I rededicated my life to the Lord. I think having that community of believers to encourage me in this journey has shaped me and has allowed me to grow and flourish and to become a man after God's heart.
I think the 12 has provided a lot of opportunities that I really treasure to hone my leadership skills, build confidence, interact with one another.
We experience true brotherly love, love in actions, and Bible study and quiet time that to this very day.
It gave me a lot of confidence and mutual respect for my peers.
I think it instilled in me Christian values, godly virtues, and how to be a good man of God.
Hosted them all at my place. We hit the grill for barbecue, opened many bottles, and we were very much filled with the Spirit.
Well, sometimes we engage in what we call virtual, spontaneous connection. But really, the truth is, the last gathering that I recall will be at our last anniversary as well, with my cohort.
We had a Values in Action project. By chance, many of the parents who were around were actually members of the 12. After not seeing one another for a long while and being able to reconnect on the spot, it was a tremendous blessing.
There's no company in the Singapore Brigade that's as diverse and as united as us in Singapore, and some say Kongkian to Kianan.
I learned how to sew when I was in the juniors, and it was one of the important batch works I had to do, and I continue to do so even today.
Okay, the one fact is I think we were probably the highest users of candles during daytime in Singapore, and maybe some say Batam as well, because if you recall how we would be polishing our boots in the middle of the day.
Well, I would like to thank the late Mr. Wee Chun Siang, our first captain, an excellent example for any BB boy.
Mr. Classic, Mr. Tai Yu Ming,
who has always been the gel, the glue across the generations.
Mr. Darren Wang,
many people, my friends, but of course the seniors and the leaders that I remember, like the captains, and Mr. Bao during my time, Shen Kuai, Chong Zi.
Kenan was a very dear brother. He's now serving, of course, in the BB Thailand. He was someone that got sent into my life.
As well as Mr. Fong Sing Nak and Miss Vera Sia and 12J.
Mr. Jonathan Ng, I think it was not just about him egging me on to join the BB in Secondary 1, but it was also him who got us together to have Bible study on a regular basis. Mr. Fong Sing Nak, he taught me how to do the salute. I think I remember doing that over and over again just to clear that segment for one of the badges that I had as a junior. And doing that over and over again still remains a fresh memory in my head to this very day. Whenever I do the salute,
wishing the 12th a happy 70th anniversary.
I wish you all the best, sure and steadfast.
sure and steadfast.
I wish you all the best as we move to the next 70 years, beyond just being another uniform group to being the uniform group that people want to be in, because there is love and grace.
Well, thank God for His providence to the 12 Singapore Company for 70 years. I wish the 12 Singapore Company
A very happy 70th anniversary.
And I hope that there will be many more to come.
The Lord is good and His love endures forever. His faithfulness through all generations. Psalms chapter 100 verse 5. Let's press on together as 112 company.
Happy anniversary, 12.